The 6-6 San Francisco 49ers, coming off a loss to Seattle 30-23, traveled to Cincinnati. Cincinnati got walloped by the Chargers 41-22 at home. 7-5 Cincinnati's had a great season. I like what Joe Burrow's done. Everybody's talking about coming off his knee injury last year, Coach, the ACL. Not a problem. He doesn't even think he's been injured at all, completing 68% of his passes. We look at their offense. They're phenomenal with those young wide receivers in Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. These guys are spectacular. I think in the future, this may be a Super Bowl or definitely a playoff contention team down the road for years to come. And on the 49ers, Deebo Samuels is day-to-day, but he's been spectacular, not only receiving but running the ball. And they've got a rookie that's done a terrific job, Elijah Mitchell, coming out of the backfield and making plays offensively. Everybody talks about Jimmy Garoppolo and all that stuff, that he should be challenged as the starting quarterback. There is no question he is the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, completing 67% of his passes. This is one of those games, Coach, that if the weather's bad in Cincinnati, which it could be, Cincinnati's one of those teams that are very sneaky. They're favored in this football game, which I don't understand by a point after getting crushed by the Chargers last week. I still think the 49ers are going to get it done because of George Kittle, the tight end, had a big game last week. He'll find a way to make plays in this game. I got the 49ers in this game, winning it outright, 30-26.
Mark, you and I are disagreeing so much, and I'm speaking from my heart. You know, number one, the Bengals, what worries me, they're -2 in turnovers. That means they've given the ball away more than they're getting it. But I love Burrows. I love our Chase. I mean, that was a great combo at LSU when they won the national championship. And I think Mixon's an underrated running back, Mark. He has 978 yards. That is very, very impressive. However, they're up and down football team. How in the world do you look at some of the wins they've had? They're in the race for their division lead, but they lost to the New York Jets. It just doesn't happen that way. I am impressed with the 49ers. I tell you, for 3 games in a row when they won, they were as impressive as anybody in the entire league. And then what happens is they go to Seattle, and once again, they make a comeback, have a chance to win the game. And just like the Ravens, they lost it on a 2-point conversion. They're in the playoff hunt. They've outgained the opposition by over 500 yards for the season. That's very big because when you look at the stats of both teams, Mark, they're usually very, very even. Not the case with them. Mitchell, I agree with you, outstanding. I love Garoppolo, but by the same token, the defense, when they were really good, dominated. They don't dominate right now. Yeah, they have Bosa, et cetera, but I look for the fact of the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game, Mark, 24, the 49ers 22. So you lose again.
So you're not worried about them coming off a shellacking, being beat 41-22 by the Chargers coming back, and now they got to play the 49ers?
Well, wait a minute, Mark. Go look at the game. Do the research. They were way behind. They were behind something like 28-7. They came back, made it 28-22, and then late in the game, they pulled away. The Chargers did. You look at the stats of that game, they're pretty even. I think the Cincinnati Bengals is a good, solid football team. They're not a great football team, Mark, but they are at home. They did get beat, and teams will respond. Now, I know the 49ers lost a heartbreaking game. They got to come all the way across the country to Cincinnati. We don't know what the weather's going to be, but we know that the fans will be there and the Bengals will be ready to play. I just feel that in my heart. The Bengals will win the football game.